The best Lego Technic sets 2020, making mechanisms fun. Whether you're young or old, all Lego fans like a challenge. And Lego doesn't get more challenging, in a fun way, than the best Lego Technic sets. Because this sophisticated range lets create models with moving parts that are light years away from what you'll get from simpler static sets. You'll be building cars, bikes, planes, and other vehicles which boast intricate machinery and mechanisms that will really make your mind boggle. And that mimic the real things they're recreating. Technic models are among the best Lego sets you can buy. And while they can be on the pricier side, the amount of entertainment they provide offers great value on the whole, plus there are often Lego deals to be found too. Lego Technic cars come with functional gearboxes and engine pistons. Planes have moving flaps and undercarriages. And trucks have whole crane systems to shift the plastic cargo around. Of course, this all makes these sets more challenging to build. But once you're done, and all the gears and levers are working together in harmony, you'll get an immense amount of satisfaction from the work you've put in. So whether you're looking for a set for yourself or a gift for the Lego fan in your life, read on to discover the best Lego Technic sets available on the market today. Motorbike nuts will go, well, nuts for this. The 646-piece replica genuinely captures the style and elegance of the iconic Italian sport bike. And we're not just talking a static model. With its turning front wheel, moving front and rear suspension, and working front and rear disc brakes, the V4R also behaves strikingly like a real-life two-wheeler. Other well-observed details include an exhaust pipe, exposed clutch, shock absorbers, windshield and dashboard, and then comes the crowning glory, a working two-speed gearbox, a Lego Technic first with down for first, middle for neutral and up for second. There's a kickstand, too, so it's easy to put it on display, which you'll probably want to do at some point. Because this beautiful 1/8 scale model, which lovingly replicates the curves and color of the original, is quite the looker. Lego has really been pushing the advancement of gearboxes recently, as well as introducing its first bike gearbox in the Ducati Panigale model above. This new Land Rover Defender set boasts its most sophisticated gearbox to date, a 4-speed sequential device that requires more than 100 pieces for its construction. It's typical of this super authentic model, developed in partnership with Land Rover, which is bulging with complex mechanics, as well as the gearbox. There's an inline 6-cylinder engine with moving pistons beneath the bonnet, working all-wheel drive with 3 differentials, independent suspension on both axles, and a working winch. There's also a working steering wheel, a detailed dashboard and a transmission system with 2 levers for engaging high or low gear ratios. Atop your vehicle lies a removable roof rack with storage box, pannier, ladder and traction mats. And you can even open the rear door with a turn of the spare wheel. With more than 2,500 pieces, this is a great project to put together. This Lego Technic model summons the spirit of the classic muscle car, and is inspired by both the original 1970 Dodge Charger RT and the Fast and Furious films. With just over 1,000 pieces, this is less involved than the likes of the Land Rover Defender. That may be a downside or a benefit, of course, depending on your outlook, but it certainly makes it a lot cheaper. And overall, the design is thoughtful, sophisticated, and will produce a rush of nostalgia in any fan of the films, or just Americana in general. Authentic features include moving pistons, suspension, steering system, air blower, and V8 engine. There are also some clear nods to the movies, in the form of 2 nitro bottles for extra power, a mini fire extinguisher, and a supercharger intake poking out of a cutout bonnet. And just to round things off nicely, there's a display stand that lets you set the car up on its rear wheels, just like Dom did in the first part of the series. A great choice for anyone who lives their life a quarter mile at a time. It's a big project to take on, but for car fans or Lego Technic fans, this is just about an unbeatable set. The 1/8 scale model, 22 inches long when finished, has a specially designed 8-speed gearbox, with paddle gearshift connected to a 16V engine model with moving pistons which move at different speeds at different gears. Naturally, there's also working steering, a special interior with authentic details, and even a raisable rear spoiler. As you build up the model around the functional core, the Super Deluxe instruction books explain how the model was designed with Bugatti's input. And the way you connect the different parts of the Lego structure mimic how the actual car is built. Overkill. Comically so. Amazing. Oh yes. The second Lego Technic bike in this list is very different to the first. With a rugged look and feel that's light years from the slick Italian superbike. But it hits all the right notes. This adventure-focused design includes functional suspension and steering, and a two-cylinder engine with moving pistons as you roll it around. There's a kickstand too, and even better, you can then take it apart and follow a second set of instructions to build a hoverbike concept vehicle. Developed by Lego and BMW. This vehicle is a concept for a self-driving wheel loader. Developed by Volvo and Lego. That could be the construction vehicle of the future. To that end, it comes with an adorable little Lego drone that would act as its mapping eyes. Plus it has a secondary design you can build, which is another concept along similar lines, a self-driving dump truck. That's once again led by the drone. They both look great, and have some nice articulations. The rear of the loader model extends out as a counterweight, while the dump truck dumps predictably. This racing jet is one of the few models here that has a Technic battery and motors powering its functions. And it makes for some really slick results. The motorized features include a jet nozzle that can switch between a VTOL downward angle and backwards for regular flight, moving flaps, and moving the undercarriage. It's pretty big at 22 inches when complete, considering it has just 1,151 pieces. But it makes all of those moving parts look even more impressive. There is a second suggested model you can build, a private jet. But it's nowhere near as cool as the basic one. One of the most impressive Lego Technic models for resemblance to the original. The Mack articulated lorry is hella articulated, including front wheel steering, rear wheels connected to the 6-cylinder engine with moving pistons, moving joint for the trailer, and an elaborate landing legs and crane system for loading the container, which has opening doors, onto the rear. There's even a little bunk bed in the cab for tiny Technic drivers, not included. Alas, it has a second optional official build as a Mack garbage truck. This is quite an interesting model, including lifting forks and a mechanism for pushing rubbish out for landfill, but it's still a garbage truck. Stick with the original Mack. A perfect little gift for the Lego Technic fan in your life. The Roadwork crew set builds a small tipping truck and digger, with various rotating and moving parts. The truck has a little trailer you can load the digger onto, for transporting around your shelves. It's another 2-in-1 model, though, so there are alternative instructions for a gritter plow that's a little bigger. It looks great either way. Text source, t3.com.